This is the Gerber Diesel. Yes, and this is the first Gerber multi-tool that I've ever tried out. It comes with this belt pouch, which has a Velcro closure and a belt loop on the back. Now I got this for $34. There was someone selling it on Amazon for that. And if you don't want to watch the whole review, basically, if you can get it for a price like that, buy it. You know, there are drawbacks to this. I will definitely cover all of those. But if you can get this like on sale, like Christmas sale, for a good price like that, I feel it's definitely worth the $34. I've seen this being sold for $65. And here is a size comparison for you from the left. Leatherman Sidekick, Leatherman Super Tool 300, the Gerber Diesel, Victorinox Swiss Tool X, and Victorinox Swiss Tool Spirit X. So you see the Gerber Diesel is actually the largest of these 5 tools. It's actually a little bit larger than the XL size tools from both Leatherman and Victorinox. And there you see the reason that it is longer. The tip of the pliers sticks out on the Gerber multi-tool. Now, one of the main features of these Gerber multi-tools are the slide-out pliers. You don't have to unfold the handles, right, to get access to the pliers. See that? There's 2 switches on the side, and yes, it slides out, and they are, they are not spring-loaded, obviously. And you can do that one-handed with a little bit of practice. As far as the pliers themselves, you've got the wire cutter portion, right, the wider gripping portion, and then the more needle nose portion. It has to have this slot so that the pliers can do their slide out trick, and these switches, and then the lock. Basically, with all this stuff going on here, it's certainly not the most comfortable tool to grip tightly. Now, as far as the 4 long tool slots, you've got this Wharncliffe blade with a combo edge. You've got a metal file. All right, you've got spring-loaded scissors. These are Fiskars scissors because Fiskar actually owns Gerber. And you've got a wood saw. Now, all of these longer tools do lock in place. That is the lock. You slide it up and down to release it. All right, down to release it, like so. Now, these open from the inside, so you don't have one-handed access. So it's often easier to use them with a tool like this. Okay, because you don't have a lot of clearance right there. So yeah. Now if you look at the longer implements on the Gerber, all the longer tools are going to be shorter than on the competing Victorinox and Leatherman. For example, check out the length of these saws. The Gerber saw, it clearly gives you less length, even though the Gerber tool overall is longer than these other two. And they pretty much have to make the longer tools shorter to accommodate that slide mechanism for the pliers. So yeah, another drawback. You've got 2 opener tools, a can opener, a bottle opener, and that is a lanyard hole. And you've got 4 screwdrivers, right? You've got flatheads in small, medium, and large. And then you've got a Phillips that's kind of, squashed. So comments on this tool set. It is fairly complete. The only smaller tool it's missing is a reamer. As far as the longer tools, it's only missing a plain edge blade, which kind of makes sense because most people carry a separate dedicated plain edge folding knife, so in that sense I can see why they left off a plain edge. And most people's plain edge knife is a slicing knife, so it actually makes a lot of sense that they give you that pointy Wharncliffe as a draw cutting knife. That actually is a good idea. Okay, so let's be honest. What is the quality like on this Gerber? Well, the fit and finish is definitely not as good as on the Victorinox. I mean, Victorinox really has the best fit and finish of any multi-tool maker that I've seen. I mean, these Victorinox tools, I mean, they're so smooth. They're like a Swiss watch, okay? So yeah, not as good fit and finish on the Gerber. And as far as how sturdy it is, it really cannot match this Leatherman Super Tool 300 as far as just being built tough. I mean, this thing is built like a freaking tank. I mean, it inspires confidence. The Gerber, because of the slide mechanism, you know, that is going to rattle like that just because of the slide. And these plastic pieces, you know, they seem a little flimsy. You know, the lock is a bit loose. And you see that, like the handles, they rattle a little too. Okay, so, I mean, I do feel it's, you know, great for the price, but definitely not as sturdy as this. Alright, so definitely not the ultimate tool, but remember, you know, this was about 65 or 75 with the oxide coating, actually, that super tool. So the super tool was more than twice the price, and that Victorinox was even more expensive. So you have to consider things in their price range. You know, a lot more fair comparison would be this, the Sidekick. And interestingly enough, I got these for around the same price, around $35 for both. Obviously, this is more compact, convenient. This has more tools. So my final thoughts on this Gerber. Well, it definitely has drawbacks. It's far from perfect. But, you know, every tool is going to be a compromise. And I still feel that I got a really good deal for $34. Now, if this was the same price as the Leatherman Super Tool or the same price as that Victorinox, there's no way it could compete. So my final conclusion is really this. Despite the obvious drawbacks, if you can get this for a good price, like a sale price, go ahead. If you can get this for $30 or $35 at a Christmas sale, yeah, I would say do it. Okay, this has been We All Juggle Knives. Hope you enjoyed the video. Stay tuned for more. I'm out.